Hi guys, my name's Steve Beckles-Ebusua. It's great to see you. I'm going to do a little talk today about not so much speaking, but why we dislike speaking. Something often bemuses me because I've been speaking for so long, I'm so used to speaking. But I've researched a little bit into why we don't like speaking and just a little bit about our conscious and subconscious. This might help you, hopefully. Anyone remember Captain Pugwash? I remember back in the day, Captain Pugwash. And Captain Pugwash was in charge of a ship. And obviously on the ship he had a crew. So just imagine that. You have Captain Pugwash and you have the crew. Captain Pugwash was your conscience. The crew was your subconscious. Think very carefully. When Captain Pugwash says, right guys, everyone to the left, the ship went to the left. Crew took the ship to the left. Captain Pugwash said, right, to the right. The whole ship went to the right because Captain Pugwash said, go to the right. So the crew are taking orders from the captain. Now that's how your conscience and subconscious work. Let me explain. Your conscience is in control of your subconscious. Think very carefully. When was the last time you were running late? Yeah. But before you were running late, you got up in the morning, you said, I bet you I'm going to be late. I'm always late to this meeting. I bet you I'm going to be late. What happens? Let's go back to that story of Captain Pugwash and the crew. Captain Pugwash is given what instruction? I bet I'm going to be late. So therefore, the subconscious or the crew makes sure you're late. How many times you've been rushing out looking for something, and all of a sudden it was in your pocket, look for your keys for example. It's because you've given the instruction to your subconscious to make yourself late. Guys, think very carefully. What you think often becomes. How many times you said to yourself, oh, I bet you I'll go to this lesson or this lecture or this meeting, I bet you any money it's boring. What's the message you've just given to your subconscious? Think very carefully. Let's go back again. Captain Pugwash says, right, go to the right. Crew, take the ship to the right. You say, right, I'm going to hate this session, I'm going to hate this lesson. What then happens? Your subconscious takes that as an instruction. So before you've even sat down, you dislike this lesson because your subconscious is taking instructions from your conscience. Now let's link this up to speaking. When we were younger, do you remember primary kids, even now when I go into primary schools, they have no fear. I need a volunteer. All the hands go up. I go to a secondary school, year 9s, year 10s, need a volunteer. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. They don't move. But why is that? Because we become conditioned between primary and getting to maybe year 8 and year 9 to accept that it's not right to speak in front of a whole group of people. What happens? We're given the instruction by someone fed into our conscience. We don't like speaking in front of people because of what they will say, so you don't like it. So what happens to the subconscious? Need a volunteer? The hands don't come up now. Because you've associated speaking with being a negative thing, something to fear. Whenever I speak, I try to aim at one person. Guys, think very carefully when you're delivering. Try and find a friend in the audience. I don't know if that makes sense. Whenever I speak, and I speak quite a lot, I look around, I try and find someone, anyone, that just seems to just slightly nod their head because he's then your friend. And what I try to do is obviously deliver as a group, but look for that one person that's just nodded his head because he's on your side. Now, yes, it's true, you might come to a point where no one is shaking their heads. What you need to do is to try to get someone to nod their head, get someone to agree with you. So start saying things like, has anyone experienced waiting in Tesco's before? Oh, you're bound to get a head shake. The minute you get that, that's your target. He's your person. Because the whole idea is to get them involved. So just finishing off with this conscious, subconscious. Speaking. What are you telling yourself? What are you telling your crew? Guys, when you speak from the heart. And think about something really passionate. Think of something you're so passionate about that it doesn't matter what anyone says, you must say what you must say. That's when you become a speaker. Guys, grab that passion. Think about your conscious and subconscious. Tell your conscience you are good at what you do, and you will be. Guys, it's been great. Thanks very much indeed. Become a great speaker. Thank you.